Your hedgehog, Joanna.
Do what?
Her hedgehog pillow in the back.
Hedgehog.
She has like a little hedgehog pillow behind her.
Excuse me.
Is
Which
that
one
what
are
that
you
is?
looking at? I can't find a hedgehog. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Joanne, do you have a hedgehog?
Oh, I do.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Her hedgehog pillow
Hello.
behind
It's a
her.
dog toy.
Oh, that is hilarious. I'm like, what are you guys
I'm like, what are you talking about?
It's official. Brittany has lost her mind.
Yes, it's a dog toy.
All right, very good. Well, welcome to Tech Tuesday. I feel like I haven't seen you guys forever because I went camping last weekend. Very much needed, and it was just so much fun, and got a little taste of it because that's what I want to do when I retire, right? We want to travel around the world in our trailer with our Harleys and our Jeeps and do things. And just being in my trailer for a week. I was like, I don't know if I could live like this. This is very close. We're close to each other. There's no garage to send him to. But anyway,
Honey, that's why they
yeah.
invented hotels with bathrooms. You can take
I
your
know.
Jeep and
That's
your
what I told him.
Harley.
I was like, maybe we should just go and stay in all-inclusive places all the time. That way we have unlimited food and we don't have to make our bed. Like, come on. Anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I was like, okay, now what do we do? Like, there's only so many things you can do in a trailer. All right. So I'm excited to be back. And I am super excited that Brittany is here and going to teach us how to run Google Ads without paying someone to do it. So I saw a little glimpse of her on Carrie's call, and I was like, oh my gosh, we need to talk about that on Tech Tuesday. So here we are going to talk about it. So Brittany, you got the floor, girl.
Great. Let me share my screen here. I think if I just do this one, I can share the whole dealio. I don't have to switch back and forth. So
Yeah.
I prepped some stuff for us, but first I want to show you the actual Google page where we're going to be. What do I? Sorry, your little thing about it being recorded was in the way. I couldn't see. Okay. So when you get to your Google business page, it's going to be this page here on your left. Let me make this bigger. Okay, so when you get to your Google business page, you're going to see your advertise section. I want to take a second to say that if you are running ads on Google, but you are not constantly posting on Google, don't waste your money, build your Google up first, then start in on the ads because it's going to pick up on the other things that you're doing. Google does recognize your activity on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and things like that. It also recognizes your activity on other people's pages. So when you go have a really good donut, go on their Google and say it's a really good donut because then you're going to get a good donut and a boost on your page. When people leave reviews, make sure that when you respond to them, you're using keywords. We'll go over that in just a second, but that you're using keywords that you're saying, oh, I loved helping you find your first time home. I love working with first time buyers in the blank, blank, blank area. Make it very targeted because it will also pick up on those with your ads. It will pull from your whole Google. So it's a big picture kind of thing. You can see I don't have a ton of reviews yet because I'm brand spanking new. But I do have a lot of pictures. So when all my stuff posts on Facebook, I come over and I put it on Google too. So we're going to click advertise.
She may be brand new, but she is crushing it this year. I am super excited for her. You can
Just
brag.
happy I did not fall on my face like I thought I might have. Was really scared. Okay, so we're going to click new campaign. You can see I already have one running. If we have time at the end, I'll show you the over screen of one that has been running for a while so you can kind of see what those conversions look like. You're going to use, it's going to verify that you do want to use your business profile name. It's only going to give you that option. I have to, you have to use your first name. It won't let me put the realtor in there because Google hates me. Okay, so this is where you're going to have them landing. You can send them to your business profile. I prefer that to send them to my website. I spend a lot of time, spend a lot of money getting it right. So you send them over here. Is there a way to move this little bar? Okay, now I can see
Yeah.
things.
Click
right,
on
so-
it, just drag it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought if I clicked it, it was gonna be in the way again. All right, so here is my website. I am going to want them to go. We are targeting today specifically Grand Blanc buyers. So I'm going to go to I have a page built directly for that area. And then this will help them start looking here, and my website will capture their information. I find it works better this way. You can put this into, like, when you get further into the ad, it will show you where you can make your own lead form straight from Google if you prefer to do it that way, and then just send them to your main screen. But I like to get their information registered directly on my website. So I'm going to put that link in here. And then it takes like 75 business days. It's going to give you a little preview. Obviously, there's a map here. It's just not loading super fast. I give you a little overview of what it might look like, both desktop and mobile. There, so you can see. All right, so now it's going to ask, what is your main advertising goal? Typically, mine is to get more website sales or leads. I have 3 kids. It's not always guaranteed that I can answer the phone right away. And if I am, it might sound like some kind of murder scene. So I'm pushing my phone to my website first. Plus, you end up with a lot of people that are like, well, I want to know this about something random, and they're not very serious about it. This helps to really gather the more serious leads. If they fill out the information, they're a little more dedicated to getting it. Okay. This is what I was talking about. It's recommended. So success will be measured by the following web pages, and it uses the URL, and the customers will fill out the information form. And it's going to go directly to the listing site. There also is, we aren't going to use that. They can request contact. So this is where they fill out that form, where you can get the lead contact information, phone number, email, stuff. So we're going to stick with this one.
Brittany, did you have to create that landing page for people to register?
Yeah, so I have raging ADHD and I drink a lot of coffee. So sometimes I can't sleep and I get going a little crazy. And that's what happened to my webpage. So these are the majority of my main areas. And then the 15-mile radius around each of these covers all of my coverage area. But each one is a landing page on Lofty directly to, gives them the stats, gives them the featured listings, recently sold. They can unlock the market trends by signing up with information, gives them all the housing details. All of this was kind of built in to the page. I just made the landing page for the city.
Okay.
But you can send them to whatever landing page. So if you have KV Core, I know you can make better landing pages over there. You can send them to wherever you want.
Perfect.
That's the nice
Thank you.
part about making it on your own. You're not paying somebody else, and then every time you want them to change something, here's a couple more hundred. Okay. So now it's time to write our ad. You're going to have several headlines. You want to do as many headlines as it'll let you. And then Google will optimize the picture with the headline and with the descriptions to what best gets the leads in. So if you allow it to, it'll show you that option later on. If you allow it to, it will mismatch and mix and match all of these different pieces to what works and fits best to the responses that you get. So I did prep this over here. I came back. Let's go back over here to my chat GPT. Okay. So I spent some time answering questions on my chat GPT, setting its realtor tone. I do everything under this one tab over here. Keep pointing over here like you can see it over here in the corner. That little tab, I do everything for real estate on there. As you can see, I actually have a couple of businesses that I do marketing for. So I keep separate tabs for them, but this is what I told. Let's go back up here. Here it is. Okay. So I originally told it, give me a list, and I had to give me 100, but give me a list of the most popular Google SEO optimized keywords. That's probably something you want to, that phrase right there is super important. So you might want to write that down. Google SEO optimized keywords. Every time that you put something in to ChatGPT, Facebook, SEO, optimized keywords, Instagram, Google, whatever it is, make sure it's for that platform because each one has a different set of hashtags. Each one has a different number of hashtags that it might want you to use. It has a different SEO, and that is going to be what those keywords that people are searching, the most popular. And then I also put, these are going to be for Michigan realtors in fall of 2024. You can Google them online. People will try to get you to pay hundreds of dollars. You don't need to do that. So then I had it give me 100 of them. Look at all of these. Some of these aren't going to work. Like there's one on here, Grand Blanc lakefront property. And I don't know if that's the lake out in front of Walmart, but there's not, there's not one here. So you use your common sense and sort through them, but it'll give you a whole bunch of these. So how much is my home worth in Michigan if we're looking for sellers? So today we're targeting buyers in Grand Blanc. So we're going to do, and these ones up here are going to be super popular, like homes for sale. Lots of people are searching for that. Lots of websites also use that keyword. So we will use those, but we also want to use some of these down here. So we'll grab a couple of keywords and we'll use them to make our headlines. So we don't want Michigan, we want Grand Blanc. Another big one you can use here is near me. But also know that you will sometimes get houses for sale in Australia. Then you refer them. Okay. Homes for sale. I target first-time buyers. That's my jam. It's a lot more work. I am aware, but I love it. Can't stop myself. First time
First time, there you go.
home. Still didn't get it right because I spilled half my coffee in my apartment instead of drinking this morning. First time home buyer.
Spilled my green shake all over the bathroom yesterday.
Yup. Gets me. And for interest of time, I've done this long enough that I'm pretty good at knowing what the keywords are. I've been doing marketing for my parents for how long ago did I graduate high school? 12, 13 years. I don't want to count. I'll just leave it at that. It'll also suggest some down here. So we can do, we're not working in Holly, even though Holly is an area close to here. There's never any houses for sale for, so please for the love. Grand Blanc will be looking until 2027. Local real estate agent. So it'll give you a whole bunch of them. We're just going to fill them in for interest of time. Trusted. I can type correctly. Okay, so it's going to let you fill them in. You can go until it won't let you go anymore. And then it's going to ask you for descriptions. Let's scroll up so I can show you. You'll see it's going to show my main tagline, my website that it's coming from. These are our headlines. It will mismatch them together. And then this part here will be your description, just to kind of give you an idea of what it is that you're working on in each step. Otherwise, you might be putting weird stuff in here and not even know what you're doing. Okay. So Grand Blanc Homes for Sale, Brittany Buchholz, eXp Realty. I usually leave this one, but I put it towards the bottom because I don't want it to be one of the top ones. People really don't know my name yet, so it doesn't hold any power yet. They also can't say it. So this one, fantastic, find efficient service to help you find a fantastic home. You can also come over here and tell Canva to tell you what to say, and it will. Or not Canva, ChatGPT. Okay, some other descriptions are, you know, you can come in here and change these throughout the course of the ad. So right now rates have dropped, affordability has gone up. You can pop those in there. When rates are no longer down and they start to climb back up, then go back in and change that to rates are up, but that doesn't mean home buying is out, or whatever your tagline is, whatever it is that people are really focused on, put that in here. All right, so rate drops. More. So we'll leave it at today. All right. And then again, it will let you add a whole bunch of these, 4 of them. You want to add as many as you can. Make sure you're really hitting your keywords. That's where these will come in. So if your particular community that you're working in boasts a really great school district, put that in the keywords. People are going to be looking for it because you guys have a really good tennis court, or what's that thing you're always talking about, pickleball or what have you. You know, so put those in the keywords, things that people are going to be searching. Okay, and then we're gonna want them, they can call if they want to, instead of filling out the form. I always give them the option because, well, that's what some people like to do. They might not be good with the interwebs. All right, up here you can put in your selected keyword themes. This will help you to pick out keywords that you want Google to target, that when people search something that uses these keywords in any type of way, it will bring them to your ad. Try to keep in mind, the more distinct the keyword is. So 1 million people might not be searching, you know, for Grand Blanc homes with big yards, but 40 people are, and it's going to bring them to your website over the top realtor in the area's website, or the top website in the area, because they don't have that particular keyword. So it gives you that jump. And then when you do enough ads, you do enough, those pictures we were talking about, you're able to build up those keywords on your page without putting them directly in as well. Okay, we don't really have those. Let's do. Just scrambling. Okay. Users. First time buy.
Brittany, how many keywords can you put in?
Exactly sure on how many. I just keep going till it says to stop.
Okay,
Yep. Each one has like, you know, like the descriptions were 4, the headlines are like 15. These ones, I think that's like 30 something. But I have a hard time keeping track of exactly how many, so I just keep going till it tells me to stop, typically. A lot of people in Michigan look for big backyards, so we're gonna add that in there. Okay, and this is gonna show the whole area that we're gonna be targeting, but today I'm not gonna be targeting Shiawassee or Lapeer County. We'll leave those ones in there. That one. Township. And it has to be approved. That's why these are gray. My blue areas were already approved in my last ad. Select a budget option. Oh, go. $10 next. I think I clicked the wrong one at the beginning because it skipped right over the pictures. It's okay. Rest of this is the same. Oh, nope, it didn't. It just changed where it puts it. It bamboozled me for a second. This part, it used to have the area where you could put pictures towards the beginning of the process. Okay. So this is the page that you will normally see when you have your ad. So now we've created our ad. We're going to go in and add text and images, extra landing pages, things of that nature. I'll show you the one that's been running for a while afterwards, but this is where you'll see all of your stats after the fact. So first we're going to go in and search terms and report keyword themes. So we can add extra keyword themes here later on. You can also search like on your website if they have. Once your ad's been running, right here, it will show you which keywords are being searched the most and matched with your ad. So it'll say like homes for sale, da, 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 and it'll list them and it'll show you how many searches. And I'll show you again, I'll show you on the one that's been running. And then those are those keyword themes. Also, if you have something popping up and you're getting a lot of like Australia homes for sale, I've been getting a lot of Australia homes for sale in my other ad. So I'd come in here and put negative keyword themes. There must be a Grand Blanc Australia, I guess. But that was popping up a lot. So I could put that in here to kind of stop those from coming in. All right. So these are what the ads look like currently. You can create multiple ads within the same campaign. So if you're running the same kind of campaign, same kind of keywords, but for different cities. All right, so here we can add up to 3 rectangular images, 3 square images, and 3 logos. I did prep some of these, but I am also going to show you how I get these images to be keyword, like something that Google is going to use. I make ChatGPT give me Canva prompts, and I take that and make it in Canva. All right. All right, we're gonna do this one, and this one. All right, so then it's got my web pages. I don't want to make this one a landscape, but you can. So like I could make this one. You know, you could crop them down if you have pictures that will do both. These don't. Why doesn't it want to let me put it in there? Those. All right, so it did end up cutting this one off. We can still, I mean, it works. We can leave it there if it works for you. I do prefer, show. I'm gonna show you. All right. Far out of the way. So then down here, I've had, this is where I was talking about the Canva props. This is how I made the pictures. So I had it, gives me all this stuff. You cannot copy and paste this whole thing in there. Canva will laugh at you. So you have to pick out the parts that you want, but it will help to kind of give you a place to start. So I copied the top of it, like the title itself, and that's what I give to Canva. Obviously, none of these have big yard pictures, but we can change the picture. So we're gonna grab one that we kind of like, get real fast. Change these to the colors that you want. You can also change the size. Obviously, I have this set for a different size, but if we wanted a longer one. And then, so you're gonna change your information down here, pick a picture that matches, and then pop it in. This is where the rest of this prompt will give you kind of guidance on what it is that you're doing. So you get your pictures ready, come over, pull them in here. Also add your logos. It will use these instead of just like a blank screen when it shows the ad, the little icon in the corner. So these are my two that I use. Done. All right. This is the landing page I'm sending it to, but you can come in here and change this at a later date. So if you make a new landing page, you want it to go somewhere else, different website, whatever the case may be, you can change this. And then this is the business information it's going to be using. Back. All right, so now we have our pictures in. We have our budget set. We have our location. Last time when I did it with Carrie, I went about it a different way, and it's a little more complicated that way. But yeah, so that's that part. Let me go back over here though, so that I can show you the one that's been running. Okay, this has been running for about a month or so. And let's do the last 30 days. All right, in the last 30 days, I've spent $272.75 and probably too many nights up making silly pictures. And then I've had 6.77 thousand impressions. So you can kind of see, you see where my kids got hand, foot, and mouth. And I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing. But you can see when I post on my Google, when I post on my Facebook, when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, it pops it back up. Go in and refresh headlines. So after a couple of weeks and things start to lull, change things up. Those headlines might not be working anymore because people are searching different things. We've had 335 clicks on the ads themselves. Now I do have this one optimized so that Google's going to show it over YouTube, Messenger, when people are watching, like streaming videos, when they're on the shopping links, it shows it wherever they think that it'll get responses from. I do not have a local office, so local actions aren't really going to be a thing, and I didn't have calls enabled on this particular ad. Did have 236 conversions. That means that those people went to my website and at least pulled up the registration form. Not all of them they did not all fill it out. Very few filled out the whole form, but I got a ton of partial lead ones, which means I got their address, and then I used handy dandy white pages to get the rest of their information. And then I just came up to their doorstep with my pretty little bag. I think I already packed them all away because I've been in a packing frenzy. I packed them in a little pretty bag and dropped them off at their doorstep and followed up with phone calls and things like that. But this one was particularly for seller leads, not buyer leads. So 236 that have been sent to my website. Let's go back here so that I can show you the rest of it. It's going to give you recommendations after it's ran for a while. So this wants me to review my search terms. I don't know why that's on there. So we can get rid of that. Houses, homes, sell my house, real estate nearby. These are the ones. This is what I was telling you about, where it gives you the report. So I've had 46 clicks, spent $41.09 on the search term home value by address. Houses to buy shows like it breaks it down. So you can see what keywords are working for you. I know home value by address. I should probably adjust this a little more and get home value by address and make a new landing page for that specific term because we know it's working. But it'll show you all of them, even the ones that have 3 clicks. I don't do cash sales, so I have that one blocked because I had a lot of really weird leads coming through on that. But yeah, you can see where money was spent. You can block certain terms with the negative keyword, the theme or the negative keyword theme. This is where I'm going to come back and put no houses from Australia, unless there's one of you from Australia. The girl can hook you up. And then, yeah, so it gives you the same view here. This out of the way so I can show you. These are the ads, kind of what they look like. They'll use the pictures as well that are in there. And this is only at an average of $10 a day. It shows the very limited area that I'm targeting. So even with that limited area, it's getting quite a bit of traction. Pop up my Lofty and I can show you over there the leads that it's brought in. Yeah. Uh, Over here, you can see that 236 clicks does not equate um, to leads every time, though I'm not sure how accurate this lead count is because I had 2 or 3 of them come in yesterday and last night, and it's not showing on here. So, and partial leads, when they give you just an address, it doesn't show on the lead bar, but you can see it has picked up in traffic since I started doing the Google ads. So right about here, beginning of August is where I started running ads and really focusing on using those SEO keywords.
That's so cool.
Okay, let me,
That's not very much money either.
no, I was spending like 700 something and getting worse leads through Lofty, so. And that really hurt my
Oh, through
feelings.
Lofty?
Yeah, really want to make me want to kick somebody in the
Is
shin.
that the Google ads through Lofty or the Facebook ads?
Google ads through Lofty. So it's the same thing. They're going into your Google and they're just playing with the keywords to find what works for their area. Just like when you buy ads, give it a couple of months, go back in and play with stuff. Look at the keywords that are hitting, that are working, and use those in multiple. So these are each campaigns. Like I told you, you can put new ads in the campaign themselves. Oh, so yeah, you can put you can go in here and change that, but you can put new ads in. It also first. So you can put new ads in underneath several campaigns. You can have. How do I stop them? Sorry. So you can do several ads within a campaign. So say you're targeting buyers in a certain county, and then you can make an ad for each city if you wanted to do it that way. How much time do we have left? I can show you some other stuff in the Google ads.
Oh, we're doing good. You have about 15 more minutes and then we'll hop into Q&A.
Let me go back here then.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like, people pay a lot of money for people to do this because
A ton.
you obviously could tell it takes a lot of patience. It's not like, point and shoot Facebook ads that we can do
No.
super easy.
You
But
have to play with them to get them just right for sure. But once you get them,
And there's quite a bit of questions in the chat. If you guys want to filter through those too.
okay,
Okay. Let's see here. Can you target buyers for a current listing in particular? So would you want to run a listing out on any of your properties?
if I had a listing, girl, I absolutely would. But yeah, so what you would do is you would come in here, you would do the same thing that you did, and you would come in here and say, I have a particular,
We're not sharing, FYI.
oh, boop, let me go back.
Just in case we're supposed to be sharing.
Yeah, I won't bet. All right. There we go. Now you should see it, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm going to come back over here to my website. I'm going to just grab, not the one that's $1. I don't think that's probably not accurate.
All right, Hill Road,
If
everybody
it
go.
is, we are on our way. Be there soon. Sign in. Okay. So say this is the one that we want to use. We're going to take this link here. Now see, this is how I showed you guys from Carrie's that you can come in here. So we want website traffic to the landing page for the house.
And what was the first one you did? Was it website traffic for the first one that you did today?
Yes, it was also website traffic. They were
Okay,
getting
that's
drove
what I got.
there. Yep. Yep, this is just a different way to do it. So the screen that I did it from before, I was at the other screen and I clicked below it and it streamlined it.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
tell you why it does it two different ways. I haven't figured that part out, but they both get you to the end part.
Perfect.
So this is where you would be able to collect a lead form though as well. All right. We're gonna. Okay, so these are, if we don't want them to submit lead forms on the website, we could delete that. You can add different goals. There's not a ton of them. Get directions to an open house. So say you're advertising for an open house, you could put get directions on here and then add that. Okay, we're gonna continue.
Mm-hmm.
Get in front of high intent. We want performance max. This is where Google puts multiple ads across all kinds, like all of Google, YouTube, all of the things. You can also make video ads and put them here. The final URL is going to be that listing page. And then you would just go through all the same steps that you did before, targeting what's special about that house. You know, if it's got a big backyard, if it's got a big deck, new roof, use those keywords because that's what people will be searching for. And they definitely aren't targeting those on your major websites unless they're paying somebody to do it that's spending all day doing that because it takes a while. So you'll also notice here that this way of doing it will give you this campaign optimization score. So you can come in and change stuff and move stuff around until this gets up to where you want it to be. Do we have any other questions? I can't actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's your website with Lofty.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and what does calls enable mean?
Like
Calls,
enabling them to be able to call me.
yeah, so basically you could have it turned off, right? So they could only like send you a message or something and then not
So they would
call you?
only be able to go to the website and fill out information there or call me from there. It won't have like a call button. So at the
Okay,
bottom of the ad, it'll say call now, or they can click to go to the website.
awesome. Okay, great. I use the recordings all the
What
time.
prompt do you use in ChatGPT to get those Canva graphic suggestions? I think I'm on work. This is what I used. Here are 10 Canva, or no, now give me a list of 10 Canva prompts for 10 different images aimed at using the above keywords to attract buyers in Grand Blanc and Burton, Michigan area. Mention rate drops, increasing affordability on at least 5 of those images. And then it gives me these.
Okay,
Is that all of them? They get them all?
yeah.
The website with Lofty, yes, it is. Yes, you can do that. Perfect. So can we run videos on Google Ads? Yeah. Yep. You can hear my dog. Normally there's like WWE happening in the background here. So I'm not super great at videos. They intimidate me. My life is chaotic. I don't want to capture that on video and remember that particular part of life. So um, so they're few and far between, but so Wendy has like great YouTube. That would be where you run those ads from directly from Google. I think you can also run ads on YouTube itself, and it's essentially the same
them
thing.
directly through YouTube. But if you had like Blanca's asking, can we run our videos on Google? And I believe she's with Krista Mayshore. I think she's talking about like Krista Mayshore videos. about buyer tips, seller tips. You can pretty much run any videos through here.
Yep,
Uh,
and then just match your keywords to it. And if you're not sure what keywords to use, go to ChatGPT and say, I made a video about X, Y, and Z. Please give me some Google SEO optimized keywords. And then they just opened up on Lofty where you're able to edit those SEOs. I can't get it to stick. I think they're still like getting it smooth, but once that's up and running smoothly, that is huge because you're able to get your website to directly target those SEO keywords as well. So your landing pages should have those keywords, all of your blogs. And if you're not posting blogs weekly, you're not doing yourself a favor, and then sharing those over to Google because those are called backlinks. That was something I wanted to touch on is backlinks. So the way that these Google posts work is that a backlink is where, or the Google itself at the Google business is where you're mentioned on other people's websites or on other destinations. So my Google is backlinked to my website. My website is backlinked to my Google, to my Facebook business page, to my personal Facebook page, mentions when on realtor.com, on my homes.com. Those are all backlinked or linked to my webpage where my webpage is mentioned there, and that builds your credibility with Google itself. So then it knows, okay, she knows what's up. She's around, she's mentioned in all of these different places. So we can trust what's happening here and share that more often. We talked about daily Google posts and how that's going to really be able to build up your ads. You cannot just throw these ads out there and expect to get a super great response if you don't have a Google that's continually hitting on those things.
Can you share with some of the things that you post on there daily?
Yeah, go over here.
And Joanna, can you put the bomb form in there? Under Kelly.
Oh. All right, so here you'll see some of the most popular ones. It also is going to pull my YouTube, my Instagram, my Facebook are right at the bottom. But these, this is a graphic that went with a blog. So I put it in as an update, increasing home value. Why it popped up like this and not the appropriate size, I have no idea. Selling your home can be rewarding, da, 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 you get the deal. But then they click learn more. Then it brings them here to my blog where it is littered with SEO keywords. When you make your blogs on ChatGPT, you can have it give you an outline, you can have it write it for you, but make sure you put Google SEO keyword optimize. Also, if you're running ads on Bing, I don't know how to do that, but I also know they have their own set of keywords, ones that are optimized to the search engine. That's what SEO is, search engine optimization. So then I put it in here and I write out my blog, and then I put my images in here and I share it to Facebook, share it to Instagram, everywhere is linked back to this web page. Then also
Awesome. We had 2 more people wanting more information on backlinks too.
on backlinks.
Mm.
So say John and Susie bought a house with me a couple of days ago and they shared me on their Facebook and then shared my website on there, or they shared a post I had with my website link on it. So anytime that your website is linked or mentioned on another website or another platform, that's a backlink. So the local title company that you work with, if they have your website mentioned as a preferred realtor, if you get with local plumbers, local electricians, local serve pros, things like that, those people actually, believe it or not, are out looking for realtors they can work with because you have people that you know that might need work, and they have people that might be doing work to sell a house, or they might be in the market to buy a house, but they can mention you on your website, and it's kind of like, I'll pat your back, you pat my back, and you can build up those backlinks. Did that answer the question?
We good with backlinks, ladies?
And then,
I still have
Bonnie has
another
a question.
question. Sorry. So when you do your backlinks, you write your Google blog or you write your blog on your website. Do you link that now to the post on Google as well?
Let me scroll up and show you what it, again, I have a bunch of kids, so we use tools to make things as streamlined as possible.
What time is your appointment?
Here it is. So for that particular blog, write this blog, and then I gave it what to say. And then also give me a list of blog topics that are focused on getting seller leads and are SEO keyword optimized. And then I took one of these, spiced it up with what I wanted. It wrote my blog. I changed anything necessary when I put it in to Lofty to put the blog up. Now, and then I said, now give me Canva prompt to make images for the blog. And I used, and then I said, no, make it a queue to give to Canva because it did not understand what I wanted it to do. So this is me yelling at ChatGPT to get it to do what I wanted it to do. Because sometimes you got to play with it. And then I can't be like, oh, I've been in business for 20 years because I haven't been. So I have to be real creative when it comes to the experienced realtor part. I put trusted. We use alternative words to help establish my authority while also looking like I'm 15 years old. And then, so then I put the blog in here, copied it back to itself. And they told me, make me a Facebook post and a Google post. Now write an Instagram post because each of those are going to be worded to the exact amount of words, the exact amount of hashtags, keywords that that particular platform is looking for so that it will be best optimized. And then I took these in and I made pictures for each of them and used the same picture. That's where I made the 6 of them that broke down in the blog. I also, so if I put it on Facebook, I put it on here as well. Videos. The heck is that? I might have been Googling and having wine at the same time. Anyway, I post all of these. I put to my website, to landing pages. This is where I'm backlinking because I don't have a lot of people that are backlinking to my own website. So one of the ways that I get around that is just sharing myself on my Google and also making my husband have a Google and share me on his Google that nobody looks at because it still counts. Yep, but then there's all of these in here. You can run ads on Google itself for events that you have. You can set up booking on here. You can do all kinds of stuff for your advertisement.
That's awesome. Adrian has a question.
Yes,
Yep.
Brittany, great presentation. This has been very helpful. I've been using DALL-E 3 for images, but you quickly went over what instructions are you giving ChatGPT to generate a Canva image?
So here we'll sometimes it can be hard to get ChatGPT to give you exactly what will work for Canva because it tries to give you something like this. And these are not going, like Canva's not going to use that. So you have to tell it I need
Right.
it to be a certain amount of words or less. And then I use these shorter phrases.
Okay, so you take that into Canva to generate the images?
Yep, so let's copy.
So ultimately, are you just creating the verbiage? It's not actually creating a picture.
Yep, so it gives me the template up here. But it is new technology, so you're going to have to adjust it. You want it to be themed to your brand, your color,
Okay,
making sure
that's
that you
cool.
put your logo and your
Mhm.
website. Don't put your website at the bottom of the thing and call it a day. They're going to crop it out. Make it hard to get your stuff out of there. Put it where background remover is going to remove things that shouldn't. Right in the middle of it. Does it look a little tacky sometimes? Yes. Can people steal it? No, they cannot. Do people that don't work in marketing really care? Not so much. They're there for the image. And also, don't take yourself too seriously. They respond way better when you're very real, very natural. Canva is really good about diversity in the pictures that it gives you. It did not always used to be like that. When I first started using Canva, it would be like, oh, give me a family, and it'd be like 7 dogs, or it would be all of one kind of family. Now it gives you like you can see like a good mix. So be conscious of that when you're posting them, because when you're relating to people with pictures, you're trying to show them their family. So the more different types of family or lack thereof family that you show in the different ads, it's going to speak to those different people. The
Thank
more
you.
often you do it. Yeah. So then we pop it in here. You change anything that you might need to change. Let me minimize this, but you see where it has the wording. Now we can go back over here to these longer prompts. We were on number 8, and we can grab the text overlay. It tells you exactly what. Copy and paste. It just takes a little bit of legwork. I like to do this when I get up in the morning over my coffee while I can think straight. And then I adjust it. If it's like, okay, this doesn't really work with the image, I need it to be longer, I go back in and I tell Canva to ChatGPT to do that. You can also do magic rewrite.
Herb
Here
wants,
on,
Herb wants you to show where you went into magic design again, like where you found it.
absolutely. Let me go back to the home screen so that you can see it from where most people are going to be doing it. I just use the same one and I delete it and keep going. Otherwise, it'll fill my Canva screen with 1,000 images. Okay, so right up here where it says use 5+ words to describe. So just like you would be like, oh, house for sale, and then you would look at the ones down here that are already done, or your recents, you're going to give it the prompt. So,
Hold on one second, because I'm trying to follow along with you and I can't, how do I get to here?
She just has a blank, she has a blank Instagram post up.
just a
A
blank
blank-
post.
Yeah,
Okay,
doesn't-
I'm clicking on Instagram post.
Yeah, blank. So if there's stuff.
Oh,
on
use 5 words to describe.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if you use this search bar, it's not going to do the magic design as well, I found. So you want to get to your blank page, whatever size it is you're looking.
Got
So
it.
like when we did the Google ad, it wanted some rectangular ones and it also wanted square ones. So this is where, we would be able to do that. It'll also help you make like short little videos where you can do a voice overlay and it's just like people playing in their yard. So, house with for sale sign, sold sign.
Wow, it did it.
And then I make a little giggle.
And we can blow Herb's mind.
So then we have our magic design here. This is new technology for Canva. So it does want your feedback. The more you give it feedback, if it's like out of here and it gave you an alien family, tell Canva, try again, have more coffee. So you pick one, change up what you're going to change. And then also if you, okay, I don't really like that once it's big, you can go back and it'll just change it. If it doesn't give you something that you want, you can adjust the keywords that you gave it. You can also change, like if you have a picture that you want it to use in particular. It's my loan officer, isn't she cute? Okay, this is my kitchen.
That's your new
So-
kitchen?
Yeah, it's so big. I have more than 3 cabinets. I can't wait.
Oh my gosh. Time to fill it up.
Yes. So if we want to, it's supposed to, it's having a meltdown right now. Okay, so we want it to use this particular image because this is the listing that I've got. Isn't it cute? Okay. Yeah, so then you can put the image that you want it to use in there. If it's like your business image, you're trying to get it to make a flyer, you can add the media that you want it to use to make the design. Saves hours and hours of time, because even if it doesn't give you exactly what you're looking for, it gets you so close. But this is huge tool in running those Google ads. This and ChatGPT, because the things that you might not know, well, the interwebs do, and they help you get there and be able to craft those. So that's where I get my designs. 1 and 2. So here is from the other way to add them when you add the campaign and it breaks it down like this. This is where you can, my name is really long, like too long for these boxes. So I can't do that. Unless I did it like this. So if your name fits in, you suck. I'm jealous. But then you add your logos and all of your pictures the same way that you did before. This is also where it will help you generate different key terms. And so if you're looking for, so like, yeah, you want to make this, it pulled out these unique services automatically from the landing page I gave it. So if you're looking for this and then it takes this description and helps generate your keywords and the signals and stuff. So down here, I can enhance these from different pages. If it's a landing page, I don't want them to go to my Instagram, so you would unclick those. This is where you would add the headlines from this view. And if ever you're messing around in this and you're like, I just can't figure it out, you can shoot me a Facebook message or a text or what have you. Help you out, but it'll also show you like what your ads look like. So if you're doing video ads, what the displays each look like. If you pop up on Google Discover, you could do also not just headlines here, but longer headlines, also known as, those were like the descriptions that we were using this part. Ooh. The description 1, description 2, those are where you would see a long headline with a short headline. I'm so happy you want to buy a house now, but I'll have to call you back. Okay. You can add up to 20 images here. So there's your answer for how many.
Is that a Google lead?
No, it's my cousin. So I know his little sucker isn't going nowhere because I'll kick him in the shin. Stub your pinky toe. You're not going anywhere else. You can wait a second.
Oh my
I
God.
hope he sees that. And then you can also, it says it'll generate images. I tried this once. Very weird. Did not flow. But yeah, so there's your answer. How many will it let you do? 20, apparently. Up to 5 videos. Then you can do site links. So this is really nice. I like this view better when you come in from work faster. So when you work from this button instead of in here and adding it from like the back end, however. So when you come in here and then you get this view, then you can do site links. So not only do I want them to go to Grand Blanc, I want Burton, I want Grand Blanc Township. If I had all of those different areas, then I could add those different landing pages, the different links to my sites. If I have KV Court and Lofty, I can do them both here. So it can send them and I can see which one works better. We can also change our call to action. So if you're doing for seller leads, get a quote. If it's for a landing page, get a quote on what my mortgage payment. Great. Do you want to talk to my preferred lender right after you sign these agency papers? And yeah, send them on their way over. But you can do, you know, you don't want them to subscribe, but book now, any of that you're looking for here. Automated means that Google is going to choose for you. I don't trust Google that much. So I do contact us or learn more and it sends them into my webpage. You can also run promotions. So if you're doing whatever kind of promotion, if you have structured text that you want to use, any of that kind of stuff. You can also change the display path. So if they're going to this web page, but you want it to say Grand Blanc homes near me, because those are 2 keywords that we're using, then we would pop those in there and that's what it will display up in this region. Can you see my cursor when I do that? When I'm pointing to stuff? Okay, good.
Awesome. All right. We are out of time. Out of
Okay.
time. I need to hop
Yep.
into the VIP room. Someone was
That's
asking
all of
about
them.
VIP, Allison Silverman. Yep, that's where we go and we actually press the buttons together. So if you need help implementing, that's a good place to be. So that's where we're heading now. Brittany, you're amazing. Thank you so much for doing this. I
Thank you
love
for
it.
having me.
And oh my gosh. All right. Well, go crush it, you guys. And we will see you
Thank
next
you.
week where we talk about straight text AI. That is next week. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I'll see you there.
Great.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, thanks.